football fans. Oh, sorry. Just get caught up in it. Woo! A lot of energy. Hi, guys. How you doing? Welcome to Fuse E-Meeting. Got a couple of quick announcements for you all football fans out there. Now, we know who the best team is. Well, Tennessee right here. I can say this, and you can't talk back to me because you're listening on the computer, and you can't yell, no, it's Florida or Florida State or any other stupid team like that. Tennessee Vols, yeah. All right, so got a couple quick announcements for you. Red Eye Night, reminder, September 26th coming up pretty soon. Still looking for just a couple more leaders. Remember, the cost for you is just $25. We're hanging out, going to the BF Youth Room around 9:30 for the leaders. Starts at 10, and we're heading over to Celebration Station about midnight. And then the next morning, coming back from 6 a.m. for celebration, and be back in the church around 7 and heading home. So we're needing some workers there. So let me know if you can do that. That'd be great. It's coming up in about 3 weeks. So be sure to sign up for the welcome table. Next, we got the baptism service. It's actually tonight. Man, it's going to be an awesome event. We have about 5 teenagers going to be baptized tonight. That's a huge praise, and that's a win for us. We want to celebrate that. That's so cool to see 5 teenagers make that decision to stand up and get baptized in front of their peers. So be ready to cheer them on this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at war out there on the gridiron on Wednesday nights. We have some people that like to play a little rough, and so we need to make sure we're walking our beat. You know what I'm talking about? Do the round the square. We need to be with the bathrooms, ready to tackle anybody that tries to run away from Fuse. And then there's a corner in the back room where the linemen sit. And well, we need somebody to kind of sit back there. We're not just sitting back there to beat them up or to get on them. Well, we do want, if they talk or if they are texting on their cell phones, be willing to stop and correct them, but just build relationships with them. So, reminder that we've been doing pretty good and we've cut down a lot, but now midweek is starting again, and a lot of kids can be roaming again, and people can see that because they're all throughout the church. So be careful on that one. Next announcement is a leader meeting, and it's September 20th, I believe, it's Saturday, at 6 o'clock. We moved it back. If you remember, it was 6:30, now it's 6 o'clock. The Crossroads group is doing an improv night with comedians coming in, and want to give you an opportunity if you'd like to go after our meeting to that you can. The meeting will be at 6 o'clock at Panera Bread on 4th Street. Your spouse is welcome there. You'll be purchasing your own food. We'll be talking about the expansion coming up, as well as just reflecting on what happened at camp. Last is we have the expansion, just like we're talking about the expansion. Expansion is coming up October 8th and 9th. 8th is middle school Wednesday night, 9th is high school. And we're kicking that off. And the way we're going to really kick that off with excitement is we're going to be doing another competition like Inferno. We're going to call it this year UFC, Ultimate Fuse Champions. And so that's going to be coming up. High school will have divided into 4 teams. Middle school will be divided into 4 teams. It'll be a 6-week competition. This year, just to let you know, so if they ask, the award for the competition will not be a free ski trip. That really hurt us last year. So we're going to find something else to award them with. But it'll be a great energy way to kick off both nights of the expansion. So be ready to get involved, help lead, bring some excitement. That's coming up really soon. Hey, the Big Daddy Weave concert is coming up October 31st. You don't want to miss out on that. Starts at, I believe, 7 p.m. It's got Big Daddy Weave, Rush of Fools, and No Name Guy, a.k.a. Jason Gray, I believe his name. And anyway, so the cost of the concert is $12. If you buy more than one ticket, it's $10 per ticket. Invite a friend from your community or from your business or around your neighborhood. Invite them to come to it. Something else cool happened. Right after that, the youth group is hosting an after party, and it'll be a costume contest. The bands will be there to hang out with us. Some food as well. The cost for that is an additional $5, and we'll be inviting some youth groups in the area to come join us. So make plans October 31st for that to happen. It'll be a great time. All right, now folks, it's time to get serious. It's game time. Put our eye, whatever this is called, on. And let's get serious. Thought for the night is this. We all like to win, don't we? Well, what does winning look like in student ministry? Is it just saying us inviting students to get there? Is it large numbers that clarifies or decides if we're winning or not? I think it's more than that. In order to successfully do youth ministry, we got to clarify a win. I mean, it works in football that way. How do you get 22 players, offensive, defenses, coaches, coaching staff, people with different strong personalities to come together for a common cause? Well, it's very simple. They know what it is to win. They know it's getting that football across the goal line more than the other team. And with that one common purpose, with that one clarifying goal, they know what a win looks like. In youth ministry, it's the same way. We have all different personalities. Maybe sometimes it may pull in different directions. But how do we know we're winning? How do we know that we're being successful? How do we know, really, how do we know what we're doing is not in vain? I mean, so many times, you understand, as you deal with students and as you love on them and you see them make bad choices, and it seems like what you say and do and all the effort you put into it isn't going anywhere, and you feel discouraged sometimes. Well, I believe to give a solution to that, in order to combat that, we need to clarify what winning is. Now, I've been thinking about that. I've been reading about this in a book, and it really helped me clarify. To me, I asked myself, okay, Blake, in student ministry, is winning just large numbers? Is winning just consistently doing every Wednesday night? Is winning just having programs? And I had to think about, what is winning? What happens? It means a win for us. And I believe this. I'm going to say it real quickly, and we're out of here. And I'm going to email you this so you can read it over yourself. To win at youth ministry looks something like this. I believe a win for Fuse Youth Group is this: seeing a student become the Fuse by engaging and pursuing a real and personal relationship with God. And that can take many forms and different shapes. Maybe it's salvation. They decide to give their life to Christ. Maybe it's doing what we're doing tonight, and that's baptism. Kids decide to take that next step. Maybe it's a spiritual growth, a way of observable seeing growth in their life. Or maybe it's them taking on leadership responsibilities. You see, when just one student does that, that's a win for us. And when we see winning, we need to celebrate it. What's winning look like for us in regards to a visitor? Seeing a visitor feel comfortable and being accepted and then wanting to come back. That's a win. That's what we're shooting for. What's a win in a few small group, whether it's just in the connection groups on Wednesday night or it's a small group throughout the week? What does a win look like? A win looks like this: seeing a student have a meaningful discussion about life in the context of God's words. When that happens, guys, that's a win. And finally, what does a win look like for an adult leader? A win is seeing a leader make a meaningful connection with a student in order to help them in their journey with God. See, when we break it down and make it very simple, just like in football, the win is when they get the ball across the line more than the other team. When we break it down to simple, observable ways, we can see what a win is. And doing that, it can make us more excited and give us encouragement as we do this journey with God in this student ministry. If you want to discuss that or read more about it, I'll have this connected into the email. All right, well, hey, you know what? Tennessee's the best. I will see you tonight. All right, here's the game plan, people. We need Dennis to go right up the middle. Take it right up the middle at him. Missy, we need you to sneaky play. Statue of Liberty, heading off to the A-Master. The A train. Taking around the side for the touchdown. We need the Fantastic Four. You know who you are. To go long. Go long. And then we need everybody else to tackle the person has the ball. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Break. Throw me the football.